Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday.
There was a big debate about that a minute ago.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was Tuesday or Thursday. This is what happens sometimes when you're in the house.
Yeah.
But it's all good. But I'm with the amazing, beautiful, courageous Yvette.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning and good morning. Hello, Jamie. Jamie.
I want to take a second
Hello.
to thank this amazing woman in our community because she stepped in yesterday and she helped me with a issue I was having. I can't thank you enough, Jamie. Thank you again.
And Jamie, you know, that's exactly what the life is all about. And you live it every day, which is just helping other people, you know, and that's what we try to do. That's what you're doing. The more people that are doing that, the better. So just keep being you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your help. So that said, here's the question for you. What do the instructions on a shampoo bottle have to do with success? What do you think? Any idea? Well, what are those instructions that we read on the shampoo bottle?
I don't think I'm able to read them, but I think it's rinse, and repeat.
Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. So it's the repeat part that's telling us what we need to do to have more success in our life. More success financially, more success in relationships, more success with mindset, is repetition. So what is repetition? Repetition is just repeating something over and over and over again until it actually absorbs in and becomes a part of us. So I'll give you some examples real quick of if you look to the negative, like let's say you have a feeling that you're not good enough. The reason that you have that feeling that you're not good enough is because over time, you've done just that. You've repeated. So you've said, I'm not good enough. I wish I was better. Why can't I do things right? And we repeat it over and over and over again. And ultimately, it goes right into our subconscious mind and it becomes accepted as the truth. So we know that repeating something over and over in the negative will give us the negative results. Yeah. So what if we could just do a shift, right? It's just a little shift. And now we start doing the programming on the positive through repetition.
Well, Michael Jordan, I know we talk about him a lot here. Michael Jordan is a great example. What he used to do, he used to do this for years. Take the same shot every single day, hundreds of times over. And you would think, okay, well, this guy has won so many championships. He's like one of the best basketball players. Why? Why? Because he wanted it perfected so that when he went in, it was effortless. Like he knew it would go in every time because you're doing this repeatedly hundreds of times. And he also, not only did he physically do it, but mentally he would visualize taking that shot too. So that it was just so deep into his subconscious that he knew he would get it. Majority of the time he would get it because he did it over, and then it was repetition for him over and over and over.
Over and over and over. First, Tom Holst is with us live. Tom, it's so great to see you. Well, not really see you, but see that you're here with us. Anyway, so Yvette was just talking about Michael Jordan and that repetition. So let's talk about, how about an actor, right? What does an actor do? An actor gets a script, and they read it over and over and over and over again. And what ends up happening to the actor after they read it over and over and over and over again? They become that part. They read it enough until it's so absorbed that they've got it. They don't even have to look at the script anymore, and then they become it. Don't we live scripts over and over again? Most of us, unfortunately, are living the negative scripts. We're living the I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, I can't do this, people are better than me, I'm afraid. Those are the scripts that we play over and over and over, and guess what we become when we play those scripts?
Yeah, you become what you're constantly thinking about.
We become what we think about all day long, yep. Exactly. So
then fitness too is a great example of repetition, because when we go to the gym, we're not doing just one of the activities just once and we're done. We go back several times a week and we're doing the same thing over and over.
And that's how our body becomes stronger. We do the repetition over and over and over again. So we've talked about different examples of repetition. Now, how can repetition help you improve your mindset. So let's talk about a few things. So if instead of repeating what we don't want, like I'm not good enough, hey, Michael J.
Morning.
Michael J is a great person to
Yeah.
talk about repetition and repeating something over and over. Here's a guy that will say, like, he believes in himself and he repeats that script over and over in his head that he can do it. So when we repeat something over and over and over again, what happens is it ultimately goes into our subconscious mind and becomes accepted as the truth. And then also, if we want something in our life, we want more peace, we want more happiness, we want more success, if we read about it, but not just read that book one time, but we read it over and over and over and over, what ends up happening is, Michael J., you're programming your subconscious
Absolutely.
mind.
Well, talk about you just finished reading Persistence for 192 days with your accountability partner. I think that is amazing. That every single day you guys never missed a day, and for him it was very early in the wee hours in the morning because he's all the way out in the West Coast. And I mean, I commend these guys. It was every single day, 192 days.
So we read a chapter in the book Think and Grow Rich on repetition. We read it 192 days. It took us on the phone, reading out loud to each other. We took turn every other page. It took us 45 minutes every day, but we committed to it. And guess what ended up happening? Repetition of persistence, the repetition of it has made me more persistent. It's literally been programmed in my head because I repeated it over and over again. So that 192 days of reading 45 minutes, it took time and effort, but what it's doing is it's programming us. So we all can do that with anything that we want. We just have to keep repeating over and over what it is that we want, not what we don't want, what we want.
Yeah.
So one other thing that I wanted to mention is also you can do this by attending seminars or classes. Like, how many of us have been to a seminar and class and we're like, yeah, that information was so great, and then we take the book that came with the seminar and we put it away. Yeah. Well, guess what ends up happening? We go back to really not getting what we want. So if we take that book and we repeat it over and over and over, and we repeat that information over and over, guess what happens?
Good morning,
we
Em.
get what we want. Em, what's up?
Em and Lindsay are here.
Last thing, why don't you talk about the affirmations?
And affirmations too are very important. What you want to become, write it down. Write it down on an index card. Look at it. Repeat it. Write it. I do writing at night on what I want, and I'll write it. I don't know, sometimes 20, 50 times. But on my index card, I look at it constantly throughout the day. I have it in my pocketbook. I'll have it in my pocket if I have one. And it's constant repeating that affirmation. I am good enough. I have business flowing to me easily every single day.
Love it, yeah.
What you want, keep repeating, because it will then, start to, come into your life.
Yeah.
Because we're so good. I'm sorry.
No.
We're so good at constantly playing. And I don't think maybe a lot of us are not very conscious of it. The negative.
Everyone was programmed to do the negative. We just keep repeating the negative, and we wonder, why are we getting negative things in our life? Because that's what we're putting out into the universe. So by doing these things that we've been talking about, we're shifting the script to what it is that we want. She is delicious, Michael J. I agree. So again, writing the affirmations, it's not just writing and repeating, but it's also taking action on that. But what happens is, as you start repeating these things, as they start getting programmed into you, you start to take action towards these things. It just naturally occurs that way. So, you can't just repeat something and say it. You have to actually take action towards it. But anyway, so that's repetition. So my suggestion to you is watch this video over and over and over again, because learning the skill of repetition and applying it in your life will be so helpful for you. And I just want to say one thing, that we have a really, really big announcement that we're going to be making this coming Monday on our live show. So make sure you're prepared to listen. Big opportunity, and going to have a big announcement. No, Yvette is not pregnant.
I was just
that's what
thinking
you're
that
thinking.
when people,
It's a big announcement, And we're going to be announcing it on Monday's show live.
7:30.
So be here live with us so we can announce that. And yeah, we love it. So
And then tomorrow.
tomorrow, oh, this is great. Tomorrow is Dance Party Friday. What happens on Dance Party Friday, Yvette?
We're gonna attempt to dance.
We will attempt to dance, and we do step outside our comfort zone and make a fool of ourselves trying to dance. We're not the best dancers
Listen, it's
in the
all
world.
for fun.
It's all for fun. But the point is, we want you to do the same. So when we do it tomorrow, we want you to post in the comments tomorrow, you doing your dance. And you may say, I don't know, what are people going to say? Who cares?
Michael J, we need
Michael
your
J,
dance.
you've been promising us for weeks. Maybe tomorrow will be the day.
Maybe he could just show up in person, social distance.
Social distance.
Listen,
And do the Friday
come on
dance.
over, neighbor.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's it for today. We love you all. We appreciate you all. We love when you're here live with us. And, you know, repetition is such a key skill to learn, to be able to get all the things that you really want in your life and to be able to shift from the negative to the positive. It's just a little shift. It's just a little shift from negative to positive. That's it. We love you. We appreciate you.
Have a great one.
See you tomorrow. Have a great one.